Hey, what is up, everybody? This is Stevie Breach coming to you. I have a palm tree on my shirt. I'm actually wearing the SummerSlam 2013 shirt. This is the trip that I went on. Of course, this is the first time that I ever met Justin Ryan. I went on the trip with freaking 88, Miguel, Kevin, Man on Fire 310 was also there. It was probably one of the funnest trips that I've ever been on. It was the first time that I ever went to SummerSlam for both days, where I was able to do both days of access. That really wears you out. By the end of the third access, which was Sunday, I felt like I was out of gas, and we still had to put our stuff into the car and then go into the Staples Center for SummerSlam that year. That was, of course, the headline by Daniel Bryan versus John Cena, possibly one of the best SummerSlam shows that I went to. SummerSlam 2011 was a pretty complete show, though, as well. But I have a lot of great SummerSlam memories over the years, and honestly, I'm 50-50. Some days I wake up and I really feel like I'm missing out on a great SummerSlam adventure. Of course, I went to the last 5. This is the first one that I'm missing due to it being in New York. And I know a lot of people that are going to the show. I know a lot of people that would normally go to a New York sort of big show that are not going as well. So there's a lot of people that chose not to go this year. But they sold out basically everything that they're doing. They've sold out Raw, they've sold out SummerSlam, they sold out NXT. It's going to be one hell of a weekend. I can honestly say that I'm not 100% wishing that I was there, but if I was there, I know that I'd be having a ton of fun. With Dave Meltzer saying that he was if you listen to Wrestling Observer, this is the story that he's been talking about for about a week, basically that he was flying to New York to cover SummerSlam. He was going to fly in on Thursday, fly out on Friday. He wasn't going to any of the shows. He basically was just going to go to the Thursday sort of press conference deal. He was talking about going to the video game thing that was today. So honestly, I was thinking that there was going to be some big news that was going to come out today. I didn't know if Arnold Schwarzenegger was going to be a part of this party, but from everything that I've read and everything that I've seen on Twitter, possibly the biggest news to come out of today was that Jim Ross is going to be a part of the video game with the coverage of Stone Cold Steve Austin's career, which Stone Cold was pretty happy for. He almost made it seem like that was something that he asked for and was given to be a part of the game. But I don't know. In a small 2-sentence paragraph is some pretty big news in the Wrestling Observer newsletter. It basically says that as of right now, the rumors for SummerSlam 2016 are that the SummerSlam show will return to Los Angeles, but there is a portion of people that think that SummerSlam will be actually moving to Las Vegas. Of course, they will move into the new MGM Grand Arena that is being built. Of course, the first big event that's going to be held there is going to be UFC 200, and SummerSlam would actually be taking place about 7 weeks later than in UFC 200. Of course, that'll be July 4th weekend. And then SummerSlam will be in later August like it normally is. But I'm pumped for either way. I will honestly say that Los Angeles has really no negatives. I love the fact that SummerSlam is held in the Staples Center. Staples Center, because of the Lakers, because of the Clippers, it's looked at as one of the major arenas in America. I mean, like when NBA is in, basically either the Clippers or the Lakers are on mainstream television, whether if it's on NBC or if it's on ESPN or TNT, those games are always on TV, and because those teams are built like championship teams, well, not the Lakers so much anymore, but it's always been a real big deal to go there. I always thought that the first time I would go to the Staples Center, it would be for a Kings-Lakers game. And I remember as we were walking around SummerSlam 2010 and I was looking to find my seats, I honestly felt a little funny. The first time I was there was for SummerSlam, and I never thought that I would return the next year, and the next year, and the next year after that. I thought that was just a one-time thing. But it's really easy for me to jump on a flight and fly to LA. I will honestly say that the only negatives that there are to fly to SummerSlam in LA is if I don't have somebody to pick me up, then I have to take a cab. The cab ride was $50 there, and it was $60 to get back, I believe. So that was $110 that I didn't really plan on spending on that trip. I didn't think it was going to be that far, but I've never driven from the airport to the Staples Center. A few times I drove myself, or I had Miguel pick me up a few times, and I was lucky enough to have a friend like him to be my chauffeur around town. Now, for the switch up, if they are going to leave LA, I don't blame them. Las Vegas would be one hell of a destination city. As you can see by this year's SummerSlam, they're trying to make it feel like a WrestleMania. I can tell you that Las Vegas would be a little bit weird to try and get the mainstream publicity that they're trying to get out of this year's SummerSlam. I mean, like, there's no New York Yankees to try to staple yourself to, like well, not all of them, but there's a good deal of wrestlers that the Yankees game. I mean, there's the Las Vegas 51s. I believe that they're the minor league team for the Padres, I think, that are there. And really, because of gambling, there's not a lot of sports teams. I mean, they've been rumored to trying to get a hockey team. They've been rumored to trying to get a basketball team. And I think that, NHL and NBA both stay away for the main reason of corruption in sports, with sort of like the gangsters and gambling, and that you don't want to see point shaving sort of come in. But when there's casino on every block, and there's sports betting on everything, I mean, the guys make a lot of money. But you can ask any NBA player if they want to make more, and every single one of them is going to say yes. And you'd hate to see a league get torn down by something like that, like you've seen in college basketball with the guys that don't make any money, taking some money here or there to miss a few shots and make sure, hey, we might win the game, but we might not win the game by as many points as we should have. But I'm all gung-ho for going to Las Vegas. I think that the one thing that might be holding Las Vegas back from getting at something like SummerSlam is that they don't do. Well, this would be a new arena, so I mean, this would be a new door opening for them. UFC has no problem selling out the UFC shows at the MGM Grand. They've been going there. It's almost like the home base for UFC. But when you look at when you look at WWE shows, they go to Las Vegas. They don't draw monstrous crowds. They haven't had a Monday Night Raw in a long time. I can't remember them having a SmackDown. They get a lot of house shows that go through there. I think that it's because it might be hard to get people that are vacationing there. They find out that Monday Night Raw's in town. Are you going to go enjoy Vegas? You're only going to be there once a year, maybe, if you're lucky to go there on a vacation. Or are you going to, go to WWE, which might be coming to your town, a little bit down the road. Most people, unless it's a monstrous show, would probably want to go and just see Vegas and say, I'll see WWE another day, or I'll watch it on TV when I get home. So, I mean, they don't have monstrous numbers packing into the shows in Vegas, and that might be one of the things that's going to hold them down, that they won't have a number behind what they have going on to say that, if SummerSlam comes, we're guaranteeing going to sell this many tickets, because this is the show number that we get for house shows. This is the number that we get for television shows. And then we have the out-of-towners that will travel and see if we can fill this deal up. So maybe they'll look at it and just see that maybe Las Vegas doesn't work for that one reason. But I can tell you right now, you put Las Vegas for SummerSlam, I know you're going to sell 2 tickets, because I know me and I know Miguel, we're both going to go. We'd probably try to talk everybody in our group to coming. This would be one of the trips, and I'm going to call you out. Kevin, you got to come to one of these shows. You're always talking about going to Vegas. And I understand that, that one time you went to Vegas to make a video vlog of your whole trip, and you ended up vlogging like 3 minutes because you vlogged you entering your hotel room and but then you never turned your camera on for the rest of the trip. I don't blame you. That was one hell of a trip. The Twitter pictures that you took were enough, but I know that you love Vegas, and you better come for this one, because this is going to be great. I hope he enjoys Comic-Con. I know that he bought the big pass, so head on over to his channel, Kevin O'Kevin, and I think he's meeting Undertaker, Sting, oh shit, and there's like 3 more people, and I can't remember who they are, but he bought the VIP WWE pass, and those things cost a good amount of money, so I hope that he has one hell of a time meeting those people. But those are the rumored places for SummerSlam 2016. I'm pumped. If it comes back to either Vegas or LA, definitely I would be looking at going on those. I'm really pumped this year. Of course, I like I said in the beginning, I'm a little down on not being able to go to SummerSlam this year. I'm not 100% sure if I would have gone, but if Triple H would have called and said, "Hey, we're bringing the jet by Sacramento. We're gonna pick you up. We got you 2 tickets." I'd be there, but having to pay for the flight and pay for somewhere to stay and buy tickets to NXT, Raw, and SummerSlam. Not 100% sure I want to do that, but this is the year that I get to go to Bola, which will be next weekend. I'm really looking forward to those videos, so we'll see what happens in the future. SummerSlam a year down the road. Rumors are Los Angeles or Las Vegas. I'm pumped.